Imagine that you were born to Egyptian parents in America, then after you grew up, you decided to come back to Cairo to experience what living in America means. Then you came to Cairo, you got a good job at the British Council to teach English. You had a good apartment, you met good friends, then you met a village boy. And he's not just a village boy, a drug addict that does not have any job or any. He doesn't have anything going for him. Then you fell in love, bruh. That shit in love. I don't even want anybody. He, okay. The title of the book is "If an Egyptian Cannot Speak English" by Noor Naga. I really don't know what was going on in the book. At first, it read like memoir, but the book says novel, and then it's divided into parts, and it's written from the perspective of both of them. And the relationship be given abusive, but the babe be glossing over some of the abusive parts and making excuses for the guy. And I'm like, you feeding this nigga, you're is eating all your money, he doesn't have a job, he's doing nothing, and yet he's still abusive towards you. And then somehow by God's grace, you he carried his load and he left. But then he started calling you again, and you kept on picking his calls. And somehow you allow him come back to your apartment, to your house when you've already moved on and you're already in a relationship with another person. Like there was a lot going on in that book. And the American girl, I wanted to knock her on my head. She'd be like, when I was in America, if I was in America, I wouldn't accept this type of shit. But somehow you're accepting it from a drug, jobless addict. I wanted to drop it at some point, to be honest. I just thought myself that I've read 200 plus pages out of 400 pages. Why should I give up now? Let me even see where this book is going to so that I can have an accurate judgment of the book. It feels like a memoir and a fiction, more like a memoir fiction. So part three solves the riddle, which is the American girl is writing a memoir of her life experience in Cairo. And then a group of writer friends are coming together to discuss whether the book needs a part three or not. That is what the part three of the book is about. It's an experimental novel that explores different forms and brings it together. It's outside the norm of what a novel looks like. But from a reader's perspective, it's kind of a laborious, difficult read because I could get through it, but sometimes you have to read certain parts more than once to get what it's talking about. And the imagery is not as vivid as I would expect. For something experimental, he tried, he did a good job. But for the old story trope and the whole experience of the American girl and the way she was doing sometimes, I felt like knocking her on her head. Please read the book. I can't be the one that will read it. Read the book and let me know what you think if you read it. Bye.